To decorate a photo frame with a stencil, today I'm going to use some paste. This is light and fluffy modeling paste, but whatever brand you have or prefer would work. And I'm just scraping it along here. I don't need it super thick, just going like so. And we'll get a few down here. And you'll want to clean this off as soon as you are finished. Now, when you lift it off, what you're going to find is there may be some hearts that are partial or off the edge. It's up to you how do you deal with this. I'm just going to remove them. And after I've cleaned off my stencil, I'm going to repeat over on the side, and you can use whatever part you would like of the stencil. And these stencils are new stencils from Paige Evans, and they're just so cute, and I think it's gonna be so much fun. Now, the nice thing about paste is it's very forgiving. You can do this with paint. I like to start with paste because I find that the paste is more forgiving and works better. Also, if for any reason when you do this, if you mess up or wiggle too much with the paste, you can just remove it and start over very easily because you don't have any color medium here. And again, you're gonna wanna continue to clean this off as you go. Make sure that you get all that paste out of there. Don't let it dry on your stencil. Although I just have one little part left to do. So I'm just going to pick my spots here. Now you can wait for this to dry if you prefer. It's up to you, personal preference, as far as continue to go around the edges and add more paste. And then once you are done, you're just going to let this dry completely before you add some color medium. You want to let this dry completely, otherwise your paste, when you go to add color to it, you can wipe it away, and you don't want to do that. And I like how the way this turned out, some of the little tiny hearts in here are so cute. So I'm going to use a bunch of different colors. I have some, this is some Vicky Bouton, but any brand would work, some acrylic paints. And I'm just going to start tapping it on here. And what's going to happen is you're going to really get the texture that the paste added here. Now I'm just tapping because I don't want a ton of color, and I'm just going to keep using the same brush for a little bit here. Let's see, yeah, let's go with some yellow over here. And actually, now that I think about it, I think what I'll do here is just kind of place some different paints around. We'll put some blue. Oop, that's a new color, so we have to open that up. Not been used yet. All right, we'll put some blue right here and some pink here. Put some pink up there, and I'll put a little bit of orange as well. As you can see, it doesn't take very much paint. And then what we're going to do, I'm going to work light to dark here. So I'm just going to work up in this corner on the yellow. I just want a little bit of that yellow. And then I'm just kind of dabbing my paintbrush if there's any excess. And then we'll get into, there it goes, there's the blue. And you see how neat that looks, that blending. And there's some over here as well. I like that look a lot. And then I'll come in here and sponge it a little bit. Now, if I get anywhere I don't want it, it is fairly forgiving because it is a nice slick frame. But this is a rainbow, kind of a funky rainbow frame. So I'm not terribly worried about precision. I can always touch things up later. There we go. Oh, I just love that look. Okay. And then repeat, and if you need to, you can go rinse your brush off. I'm just finding that just wiping that down is just fine. And then we got our pink up here, as well as our pink down here, which I'm going to pull all the way to there. This is just such a fun project, and I love how the sponge effect of the foam brush really looks cute with all the color we got going on here. This just turns out so fun. I love it. And then sponge up here to make sure that's all blended. And you can see how it just kind of lightly speckles there. All right. And then our last color, our orange. I will just dab in here. Oh, I love that. That is a lot of fun. There we go. And then if there's any spots that need touching up, you can touch it up. If you wanted to add buttons or more embellishments, you could, but you see how neat that stencil looks and how easy it was to customize this frame. Once everything was dry, I added some little buttons and letter stickers and sequins. Nothing fancy, just got out my trusty glue here and glued a few things down once my picture was in there and I could see where I wanted that. And I just love what it adds, and I just think that that heart stencil is just so much fun. I can't wait to use it on my next project. And again, I'll include the link to Paige's shop in my description. It's not just so much fun. I just love how that turned out. Thanks for tuning in.